hottest planets that we know about. The universe is a vast, varied place with planets of all shapes and sizes orbiting around their host stars. But some planets don't get such a chill ride, and instead are pressed right into the gaping jaws of hell itself. The planets of the solar system are divided into categories based on their composition or size. For example, the terrestrial planets are named because they are made of rock, and the giant planets, including the gas giants and ice giants, are named for their size. The temperature of the solar system's planets depends upon their individual structure and distance from the Sun. Welcome to Brainbender's Solarium. Join us as we travel through space and explore some of the hottest known planets. Celt 9b is a planet around 650 light-years away, and its environment can most definitely be described as hellish. Celt 9b, a gas giant bigger than the size of Jupiter, has been dubbed the hottest planet in the universe. It has a dayside temperature of around 4,600 degrees Kelvin. In comparison, the hottest planet in our solar system, Mercury, only reaches around 700 degrees Kelvin on the surface. The surface of the Sun itself is only around 5,800 degrees Kelvin. This gas giant is as hot as a star. According to astronomers from the University of Southern Queensland, Celt 9b is hotter than 80% of all stars we've discovered in the universe. It manages to get so hot because of how close it is to its host star, Celt 9, and how hot the host star itself is. Celt 9b is 2.8 times the mass of Jupiter, but its density is less than half. It's so close to its host star that Celt 9b skims the star's surface as it travels in orbit. All these factors lead to one simple revelation. When you have a massive, bright planet like Celt 9b, the radiation around it can propel material away, leaving barely any gas and dust left to form more planets. Scientists have estimated that the planet doesn't have long left in its inferno of an orbit. Its harsh conditions and proximity to a powerful star have very dark consequences for the planet. The team that discovered the planet believed that the planet loses around 10 million kilograms of mass per second and has a tail similar to a comet as it speeds through the solar system. Celt 9b is on the universe's best speed diet. Eventually, it will either be blasted away completely or reduced down to its rocky core. If that wasn't bad enough, Celt 9b's host star, Celt 9, is set to begin the process of becoming a red giant within the next million years. It will grow exponentially in size and consume whatever is left of Celt 9b. All the planets in our solar system orbit the Sun on a horizontal plane. We go around it in a circle. Celt 9b doesn't do that. Instead, it orbits its star on a vertical plane, jumping over and under its star. The planet is tidally locked, meaning one side of the planet is always facing the star and the other side is always facing away from it. The terrestrial planet of Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. It would seem reasonable that Mercury, the nearest planet to the Sun, would be the hottest planet. Mercury is very hot on its sun-facing side, with high temperatures of 840 degrees Fahrenheit or 449 degrees Celsius. But Mercury's away-facing side gets very cold, with temperatures of minus 275 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 170 degrees Celsius. This dramatic temperature range occurs because Mercury has a very thin atmosphere and cannot trap heat. But Mercury is not the hottest planet in the solar system. The hottest planet is Venus, the second closest to the Sun. Venus has a temperature of 870 degrees Fahrenheit or 465 degrees Celsius. Why is Venus so hot? Venus is 67.2 million miles or 108.2 million kilometers from the Sun, compared to Earth, which is 93 million miles or 150 million kilometers. This alone causes Venus to be hot, but why is it hotter than Mercury? Mercury is closer to the Sun, isn't it? The environment of Venus is made up almost entirely of carbon dioxide. It also contains tiny quantities of nitrogen and sulfuric acid. The atmosphere on the surface is so dense that it is 90 times heavier than the Earth's atmosphere. Surface pressures are comparable to diving 3,000 feet below the sea. This thick atmosphere traps heat close to the surface in a sort of runaway greenhouse effect. Venus's atmosphere acts like your car windows on a hot day. The heat gets in, and with no way for it to escape, the temperature quickly becomes unbearable. These hot gas giants are one of the universe's great mysteries. We have no idea what these worlds' atmosphere is like, and we have no idea how they form or die. Before discovering Celt 9b, it was thought that planets could not form next to gigantic hot stars. Scientists will now be looking to bigger, hotter stars to hunt for other planets. The universe is a big place. Who knows what we'll find next? Thanks for joining us. We hope you found this video interesting. If so, take a look at some of our other videos you see on the screen now. Also, ring that bell to keep up with new content that we publish weekly. We'll see you next time, here on Solarium.